Hi guys, welcome back to the Random Podcast. We are going to be talking about football today. LJ's going to be quizzing me on football, so it should be fun. The season's starting
Thursday.
Yeah.
Season opener. Who is it? Chiefs and Lions.
Yeah, so if our plan goes right, we're filming today. This is supposed to be uploaded Thursday, the day that it starts, because, you know.
Oh, that's when you're going to upload this?
Yeah, as long as I get everything situated in time, then yes. That's the plan, so yeah.
I keep getting a fly messing them around on my leg.
So we are Cowboys fans. LJ has been his whole life, right?
Yes.
I have been since I got with LJ, but I'm giving the Cowboys one more year to get their shit together before I...
They've had 2 good seasons. They've been 12 and 5, 2 years in a row.
Yeah. No, they're not bad. But I watched the quarterback show on Netflix, so now I like that team, the Chiefs, right?
Oh, yeah, the Chiefs.
Yeah, because
I mean, Patrick Mahomes he's just crazy.
Yeah, I really like him, and maybe just from that, I mean, it is just from watching that.
He's definitely entertaining. Yeah. When the Chiefs are on, you got to watch it. Patrick Mahomes just makes the weirdest throws, too. You hear that doggy walking around?
Yeah, that's our dog. I'm going to go put him out real quick.
That's our big boy. So you want me to just ask you just a random question?
Yeah, just anything football related. We're going to see how much I actually know about football. I've been getting into it.
I'm trying to think of how to ask a question of Mike. I guess I could just ask a simple question. What do teams normally do on 4th down?
Let me think about this because I don't really know. Maybe we shouldn't do this because I'm just going to sound really stupid because
you don't watch football. I mean,
I do.
You watch it, but you don't understand it.
Yeah, maybe this will
help. You barely started actually watching games. I mean, you would walk in and be like, "Oh, he's watching football." No.
Yeah, but last season, the past 2 seasons, I've been way more into it. Okay, so on 4th down, they punt it?
Normally, yeah.
Kick it?
Most cases.
Oh, I was right. Ding, ding, one for me.
Yeah, most cases they will punt. It just depends on a bunch of things in the game. The time of the game, the quarter, the score. But more than not, they're just punting. Or field goal, if they're in field goal range.
I got one right. Might be the only one I get right.
Do you know what the red zone is?
A zone that is red. That they can't go in.
No, it's inside the, was it 20 or 25? So the touchdown, that's the red zone. Where it's harder to get plays off because there's less field to play with. And you're trying to get in the touchdown. That's the red zone.
So right before they get a touchdown, the 25 yards before they get...
Yeah, 20 or 25.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay.
How much is a field goal worth? How many points is a field goal?
2.
Wrong.
Oh, 4.
Wrong.
6.
Wrong.
Okay, I don't know. How much?
3.
Oh, fuck. I wouldn't have guessed that. I thought it was an even number.
But, if you're doing a point after touchdown, I mean, it's self-explanatory. But if you're doing a field goal after you get a touchdown, that's 1 point.
A point after touchdown? Then it's 2.
So a touchdown is how much?
4?
No.
6.
Yes.
Okay.
And then a point after touchdown is a field goal.
So 3?
Well, they normally do that. Or they can go for a 2-point conversion.
So can they get a touchdown and a field goal? They can do both, right?
But it's only worth 1 after you get the touchdown.
Why do they get the chance to go for a touchdown? Go for a field goal after they get a touchdown? Why isn't that just that? Why do they get to do?
I honestly don't know why that all started.
They're you just got some points. Try to get another.
Yeah, I mean, and then the field goals have gotten harder than they used to be. A couple of years ago, I think they changed it. Oh. They only had to kick from I think the 2-yard line is where the center was. So the field goal kicker was, I don't know, not that far back. And now they're further back. That's why you see more field goal misses or point after touchdown misses than ever. Even though it's still not that far, but it's a lot harder than it used to be.
Yeah.
Or they can go for a 2-point conversion instead. where it's one more play to try to get it basically another touchdown, and it's worth 2 points.
Wait, what? So if they get a touchdown, they can go for one more point. And if they
or
don't...
2.
Oh, well, how did they... Obviously, they're going to want to go for 2.
No.
Oh, why?
It's harder to get another play, like another touchdown.
Oh, so they can go for another touchdown, or they can do...
Yeah, but it's only worth 2 points. So they'll go... They more often than
Where
not
do they
go
start
for,
from, though? Like, if they get a touchdown?
Man, I don't remember. I think that's further back than it used to be, too. I don't pay much attention to where they start at anymore. Except they changed them. They've been changing rules just about every year. Where they'll go back on one rule that they started and they'll kind of... Yeah.
If they change rules every season.
They don't... I mean, I don't know. They change or add or take away some rules. Or be more specific on a rule. Or... I don't know. I don't pay much attention to what rules and stuff changed until, like, I'm watching football and then they kind of, like, talk about...
And you're like, what is that?
Yeah, I'm
like what's happening?
I'm like, why are they doing from there or something? And then the announcer will bring it up. And I'm like, oh, didn't know that.
This is why I don't understand football. They switched.
How much do you know about the Cowboys?
Probably not as much as I should.
Who's the quarterback? Starting quarterback.
Dak.
Yes.
What's his first name? Or is his first name Dak?
I think his full name is either Dakota Rain Prescott or Rain
Oh,
Dakota
Dak Prescott. Okay, I didn't know Prescott. Okay.
Yeah, his name's Dakota.
I like that name.
Yeah.
But I don't like him as a quarterback. I don't know if I should say that. I'm going to piss off a bunch of people, but I do not like...
quarterback.
He's not a good one.
Depends on how you look at it.
I want the other guy to be our quarterback.
For some reason...
I want Patrick Mahomes.
It's like in the playoffs or like against San Fran, he played terrible in our
What would have to happen for us to just switch Patrick Mahomes?
Chiefs ain't never getting rid of Patrick.
Prescott. Why?
Because he's like the best quarterback in the league.
Then I'm switching teams. I'm going for them now because I like him.
She's a fucking... Just hopping on the bandwagon.
No, I'm not. I didn't even know at the point that I said I was going to switch teams. I didn't even know that they had won last year's Super Bowl. I didn't pay attention enough to know the Cowboys didn't go to the Super Bowl, so I didn't watch it. We watched it.
We watched it. What do you mean?
But I didn't pay attention to what team was what. I just didn't care. I was probably just talking to my friends the whole time, honestly.
I don't even remember they played the Eagles. It was Chiefs because they called it the Kelsey Bowl. The Kelsey brothers. It's actually Jason Kelsey, the center for the Eagles, actually has a documentary coming out.
On what?
The 12th of this month.
On Paramount or?
No, I think it is on Prime Video.
Oh, okay. Are you going to watch it?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I don't like the Eagles at all, but I like Jason. Jason Kelsey's hard not to
like.
Why
don't you like the Eagles?
They have a podcast, and it is enjoyable to listen to.
Why don't you like the Eagles? Just
Division rival.
Oh, so did they kick the Cowboys out this year? No, it was the 49ers, right?
It was the Niners.
Okay. Yeah,
and then the Eagles
that's Joe's team.
Niners.
I remember that game. That was an intense game.
Yeah, no, last year we played the Eagles twice. Like we play them twice every year. The division rivals. We play the Commanders, Giants, and the Eagles twice. Each team every year. But last year, the first time we played them, Dak was injured. So it was our backup. We lost. And then the next time we played them, Dak was in, but Jalen was injured, which is the quarterback of the Eagles. And then we beat them.
So when was the last time that both starting quarterbacks played against each other for those two teams?
The year before.
So it's been years.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Do the Cowboys ever...
I don't think Jalen and Dak starting, I don't think Jalen has beaten us when Dak has been starting yet.
Do the Cowboys ever play the Chiefs?
This year, no.
Dang.
I don't think so. I'd have to look, but I don't think so. We played them, I think, last year. I know we played them Parsons' first year, his rookie year, because Parsons got sacked Patrick Mahomes.
You know what? Something I don't understand about football is the different divisions. Like, what makes... Do they just random selection? Like, you're in this division, you're in this division.
They did it years ago. I mean, it was...
And it's never going to change?
What doesn't make any sense about ours, the NFC East, is all the NFC East teams are basically on the East, and Cowboys are just, like, right in the middle of Texas. Not. in the East. So it doesn't make any sense.
But do you know
None of that makes sense to me. It never has.
Do you know how they chose like who was in? Is it like who's better? Is in like one?
No.
Okay, so it's not based on that at all.
No.
Okay, it's more like location based.
Yeah, I think so. Because I don't even know who's in. I only pay attention to the Cowboys.
I just don't understand why there's different divisions. I thought the NFL was a division. Like it can't.
Well, it's the National Football League, and then there's the whole conference. There's the NFC and then the AFC conference, and then there's the divisions within that conference.
Oh.
And every year, the Super Bowl is the AFC winner and the NFC winner.
Go to the Super Bowl. So that's how they do the playoffs. Like the playoffs are within the divisions, and then
the playoffs are like within their own NFC, AFC, and then and then there'll be an NFC and AFC championship, which is like the best thing you can win besides the Super Bowl.
So the Cowboys are in the AFC.
Cowboys are in the NFC East.
Oh, okay. I think you just said that a little bit ago.
Yeah, last year, when was it? Last year, they were calling the NFC East the NFC Least because everybody, like all the teams, were projected to just kind of do crap.
Oh my gosh, that's really sad.
Yeah, and by midseason, they were calling it the NFC Beast because all the teams were just doing it. We had 3 teams from our division in the playoffs.
Do you think
the Giants, Eagles, and Cowboys were all in the playoffs?
Wait, what?
The Cowboys, the Giants, and the Eagles were all in the playoffs.
Okay, I didn't hear the second you said. I'm so tired, guys, and this stuff is so confusing to me.
Yeah, she was like, "I want to take a nap," and she's like, "Oh, wait, let's do a podcast."
Because we don't have the kids like this afternoon. They're coming in a few hours. They're coming home. And so normally we have to film at night, but then the lighting's not as good. Like I'm sure you guys can see a difference in the lighting from this one and the last podcast. Most of them are going to be like the last podcast because we have to film at night because we can't film with the kids running around. It's just not a thing that's going to happen. So yeah, we had time during the day without the kids here. So I was like, we need to jump on this opportunity. And we knew that we wanted you to quiz me on football. So why not make it happen?
Well, you wanted me to quiz you on football.
Well, I thought you like talking about football.
I do. I like football.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of whoever's listening likes listening about football. But whatever. I mean, I can watch football and talk about football all day.
I know you can. That's why I figured it would
Cowboys
be a good topic.
actually just signed or extended. No, I think he's just off his rookie deal now. So they signed Terrence Steele, our right tackle. Finally, I thought they should have paid him last year. But
do you think the Cowboys have?
They waited.
And it's probably obvious to someone who like actually really follows it. Like it's probably not even really a question. But do you think the Cowboys have a better offense or defense? Probably defense because the defense doesn't have the shitty quarterback.
There's a whole. So
I do not
like the biggest thing I'm worried about this year in depth wise because if realistic speaking, if all the starters just started all year and none of them got hurt, we'd be completely set. I wouldn't worry about a damn thing.
Like offense and defense?
Yeah. We're good on both of them. We're really good on both of them. But our offensive line depth is not the best at all.
What does that mean?
I mean, our backup guys. Like if one of our starting guys goes down, like our left tackle, Tyron Smith, has gotten hurt like 7 years in a row. Every year he gets hurt or something like that. 5 years. I don't know. Misses at least like 5 or 7 games every year.
I guess Dak actually isn't like as bad. Like he's not bad. He's
Last
just
year
not good
he had all those interceptions and a lot of them. I don't know about most of them because I haven't watched all of them, but most of them weren't his fault. And we were working with Noah Brown was like our second receiver.
Is he good?
No.
Oh, I like him just because
and Dak
when
had
I was
a ton of production with him and then like CeeDee Lamb and then a Michael Gallup who wasn't quite himself coming off that ACL injury.
So,
but this year we have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Michael Gallup, and then we have some good backup. Jalen Tolbert's looking good. He's in his second year.
So you don't think Noah Brown is good?
No.
Oh, and what is he? A running back?
Wide receiver.
Oh, what's the difference in a wide receiver and a running back? So a running back. Let me see if I know this. A running back runs and catches the ball, and then
sometimes.
Well, what else would they do?
I mean, Dak will hand him the ball. They'll help pick up the blitz sometimes.
And then what was the other one we were talking about?
Wide receiver.
A running back. So a running back,
they're running off the line of scrimmage out, to catch a pass. Most of the time, I mean, there's some running backs they'll kind of line up.
So they catch too and run.
Yeah.
So essentially they do the same thing.
Running backs are always behind the line of scrimmage most of the time. They're like either next to the quarterback, behind the quarterback. They're in the backfield with Dak. Or if Dak's not in shotgun, then they're behind Dak and Dak is under center. But
interesting. Okay, do you have any? What are some more questions? Football related. Could be about anything football related.
Who right now is my favorite player on the Cowboys?
Dak Prescott. I'm just kidding.
No.
I would say probably CeeDee Lamb.
No.
Okay, let me have one more guess. It starts with a P. I can't
last
remember.
Name? Yes.
I can't remember. But I know, but I can't remember.
Anybody knows?
Peyton Manning.
Anybody that knows anybody that knows football could just guess it.
Just because I said it starts with a P.
Well, no, he's considered like the best player on our team, so it's an easy guess for somebody who knows.
It's gonna bug me because I can't remember. Okay, tell me what is his name?
Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah, see that is who I was thinking of. I just could not remember the name. Micah Parsons. So what is he? A wide receiver, running back?
He's a linebacker that's been playing defensive.
So a linebacker. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Is on their defensive, obviously.
Yeah, he's on defense. When defense is like when we have a good defense, I like enjoy watching defense more than I enjoy watching offense. Like getting touchdowns is cool, but for some reason I like being able to stop touchdowns.
Yeah, I definitely like.
I've always like all my favorite players were, I think, have been like defensive players.
I definitely like watching offense better. But then at the same time, like watching offense just kind of upsets me because I'm like, why? Like, and what really bugs me is when they barely move. I'm like, are you kidding me? But that was your play. That's what you decided to do.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not always they're trying to get further, but when it's just like he throws it or he tries to run it and like they barely move, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Like,
ran into a defensive wall. Then.
Yeah, I guess that just is based on the defense of the other team, like how good they are.
Yeah, so it's how it's all schemed up and stuff. But yeah, DeMarcus Ware was my favorite player for a long time. When he was playing.
Do you think Micah Parsons would ever get traded?
I sure shit hope not.
Sorry, I was reading a message. We can cut that part out.
Oh man.
Oh.
Did you see Leah Snapchatted us on time talking about the podcast?
Yeah, I did. Mm-hmm.
She suggested we have Perm on, and I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we're gonna have LJ's friend Perm on.
Someday.
I didn't know.
I love
for
Perm.
years that his name was not Perm. I thought like legit birth certificate name was Perm.
Big Perm, Big Worm. It's because his hair looked like his hair looked like it had like a perm when we were. I think when he had it long in middle school. I think when he got his nickname. I'm not positive exactly, but
all your friends have nicknames.
Big Perm. Yeah, everybody has nicknames. I mean,
I don't.
Nobody wants.
I don't have a nickname.
You never had a nickname?
No. No one's ever given me a nickname.
Didn't have cool friends, I guess.
I didn't really have very many friends.
You know, all of our friends. Scooter Pie. Who else has some
You
nicknames?
have some friends with some... Don't you have, like, someone you guys went to school with, his name is Cheese?
Yeah, Justin Mueller.
So funny to me every time I hear...
Shout out Cheese.
How are we doing with the football talk here? If you had to... Okay, I have a question for you.
Me.
If you had to switch teams, like, say Cowboys weren't a thing anymore, who would you choose?
What do you mean they're not a thing anymore?
Like, what if they were just like, this team sucks so
just
bad.
Like, poof,
you're out of
Cowboys
the league.
are out. Well, that would never happen.
Well, no, I know it would never happen. Okay, so basically I'm asking who's your second favorite team? Let me guess it. The Chiefs.
No.
Okay.
No. I like Patrick Mahomes and I like watching him play. He's really good, but that's not my second favorite team. I kind of like some of the underdogs. Like the Bengals were until Joe Burrow got there.
Last year when
I like the Bengals.
Last year when
like
you were
the
talking
Bills
about
too.
What was that?
Oh, I guess this mic did something.
Last year when you were talking about that team, I thought you kept saying the Bagels. And I was like, is there really a
the
football?
Bagels?
Yes. Remember we had a conversation about it. I was like, is there really a football team called the Bagels? That's ridiculous. And you kept telling me the Bengals, and I was like, Bagels? What? Like, I did not. I was like,
the Bengal Tiger.
Yeah. And then when you said Bengals, I thought you meant like those clinky like bracelets. You know the Bengal bracelets? They're like
No, I don't know what that is. Never heard of Bengal bracelets. What'd you say?
Bengal. It's a bracelet. It's a type of bracelet. They're like these big chunky like ugly bracelets. I don't like them, but that's so I was like, there's a football team named after that, but then you said it was something with a tiger, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, Bengal Tiger.
Okay, I've never heard of that before in my life. I think the team would be better off if they named themselves the Bagels.
The Bagels.
Isn't that hilarious?
What kind of bagels?
Everything bagel.
An everything bagel?
Yeah.
Not a blueberry bagel?
No.
Strawberry bagel?
They should just name themselves
Raspberry,
the Bagels.
Raisin.
I think we should start a petition for them to change their name to the Bagels. Cause
I mean, you can start a petition to change commanders' names. It seems like they're changing the name every few years now.
What is it right now?
I
the
heard
Commanders?
Yes. I heard there's the petition that people are trying to, but I don't even know if it's true or not, that a lot of Native Americans are petitioning to get it changed back to Redskins.
Can't they just stick with one name?
Well, they had to change it from what they didn't have to, I guess, change it from Redskins, but they were getting a lot of backlash because it's like derogatory, and racism and stuff for the. A lot of people don't. But
so then they changed it to what?
The names of they changed it to Washington Football Team, and then they changed it to
what is it now? So why don't they just leave it? Because you just said that they were.
Well, they probably are going to leave it at that, but I don't know. I've heard rumors that they were thinking about changing the name again, but who knows if that's true.
Interesting.
But I heard about some petition and trying to get it changed back to Redskins.
Didn't and I might be wrong about this, I don't know, didn't the coach for the Cowboys get fired last year or a few years ago?
No.
Oh. I thought one of the coaches got fired.
Mike McCarthy's been there for, this is his, I want to say his fourth year, but it's the first year that he's calling plays. Every year since he's been here, Kellen Moore was our offensive coordinator, and he'd been calling the plays. And he's young. Some people are calling him like a offensive
Is
guru,
there a different coach for offense and defense, or just one coach?
Well, there's a head coach, and then there's an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, there's coaches that are like more offensive minded and more defensive minded.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Bill Belichick, probably, arguably, one of the best coaches. He was Tom Brady's coach when they won all those damn Super Bowls.
So how did you get into...
He's more defensive minded.
How did you get into football? Like what made you start like watching it, liking it?
My dad, I think. He
you
just liked the Cowboys.
Watch it with him as a kid?
Buy me Cowboys stuff and.
But how did you get him to like it?
I don't quite remember watching any games with him. I mean.
Oh. Well, that's what I was going to say, because you grew up with your mom. So that's why I was wondering how you got into football.
Yeah. They broke up when I was 6, turning 7. So I don't really remember watching football.
But just like when you would see your dad,
I don't think I can remember
talk about
watching with my dad when I was like that little. It was Speedy Gonzalez. Some cartoons in the mornings. That's like the only thing I can remember watching cartoons.
So you just like have always liked football? Because I want to get Ez into football, but he doesn't seem very interested. But he's also only 5. So
yeah, I mean, there's
our 5-year-olds
some
into
kids
football?
are some kids are just in it from like the get go.
I just think it would be something fun for you guys to like do together as he grows up. But maybe he is probably too young right now. I don't know.
He's either going to be into it or he's not.
He won't sit still long enough to watch a game, though.
That's true. He gets bored and stuff.
But he does. He's so funny. Sometimes we'll ask him, like, the Cowboys are playing today. Who do you think's going to win, the Cowboys or, like, whatever other team? And sometimes he says the other team. And then the other day, didn't he... not the other day. A while back, he said, I don't like the Cowboys anymore. It's just random.
I was watching a preseason game... and he came in and he was like, "Are the Cowboys playing?"
Yeah, he knows. He knows we like the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
And then he left.
And then just walked to one of the rooms. I was like, all right.
That's funny.
I was like, no, Dad's just football deprived and wants to watch some football.
So once the season starts on Thursday, how often? It's 3 games a week or 2 games a week? Because it's Monday night,
Monday, Thursday, Sunday.
Okay.
So all the games except Monday and Thursday, they're like all on Sunday.
Okay.
Monday night and Thursday night are Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night are all primetime games. That's like primetime game is like when it's the only game.
I thought that
TV.
the only primetime games a week were Sunday nights.
No.
Oh. I really thought it was just one a week and it was Sunday night.
No, primetime is just like the time of it. Because it's like the primetime is when it's the only game on TV. Mm-hmm. Like it's shown nationally. It's not just like in...
and how many of those are there a week?
Your, what do they call it? Just your...
Area?
Area?
General area?
Yeah, yeah, there you go. But that's when everybody can watch it. It's when everybody's watching. That's called primetime.
Oh.
So Sunday night, Monday night, and Thursday night.
Do you have any more questions for me about football? I feel like we've just talked about football more than you asking me questions, but I'm learning a lot, so that's great.
Yeah, you're still learning. I got to explain something like 10 times sometimes.
It's just so hard for me to comprehend, and I don't know why, because it's not that confusing. And I've been watching football my whole life, too. Yeah. I was a cheerleader for 4 years, and we would cheer football games, and I would have to watch the game, but I just have never understood it.
Yeah, I had to keep explaining to you about 1st and 10 and 2nd and 10 and then getting another first down.
Yeah, 1st and 10 is what's so confusing to me.
Why is that so confusing?
Because if they they have 1st and 10 and
they have 4 tries basically.
So then why is it 10? Why isn't it 1st and 4? Oh, because it's 10 yards.
Yes.
Your face.
It's 30 feet, 10 yards to get another first down, to get another set of downs is what they call it.
Okay. I get it now. You're looking at me like I still don't get it. I think, yeah. So they have 4 tries to get 10 yards.
Yeah, basically 3 because they almost never go for it on 4th down.
So let's say like random term. It's like 5th and 10. Is that a thing?
There's no.
So is it 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th and 10? And then starts over again?
And 10 unless, it's all 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10 if you get no yardage in any of those attempts.
So what if it's like 2nd and 8? Is that a thing?
Then that means you got 2 yards on your first down.
So that is a thing, 2nd and 8.
It can be a thing.
Okay, I'm starting to understand.
Yeah,
just the numbers that they throw out are confusing to me.
You run it up the middle and you get 6 yards. Then it's 2nd and 4, so you have 4 more yards to get another set of downs.
Okay, I do think I'm starting to understand this.
And then more often than not, they will punt on 4th down instead of... So if we go for it on 4th down and don't get that first down, they call it turning the ball over. The other team just gets the ball right there.
If what?
Like if we go for it on 4th down.
Oh, okay.
And we don't get the first down.
Then it turns over to the other team.
Yeah, okay. But just right there. Instead of that's why they punt it, because we punt it way at the other end of the field. So
okay.
So they make them start way down there instead of starting, closer to their end zone.
All right, throw another one at me. I'm ready now.
Another one.
I got this.
Do you know what a safety is?
No.
I don't think you've seen a safety.
It's not like a play? I don't
know. No. Well, a safety is a position, but that's not what I was talking about. A safety is when somebody gets tackled in their own end zone.
Oh, like the end zone that they're defending?
The end zone that they're trying to get further away from because they want to go to the deal.
Okay.
Like, say we kick it off and we pin them down on their first yard, the first yard line. So the end zone is right behind the quarterback.
Right.
And then they hike it or whatever. And then he just gets tackled in the end zone. That's a safety.
And that's a good thing?
For the defense, yeah.
Okay.
Not for that offense.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it just depends on who.
You don't see that many safeties, but
yeah,
I like to see them.
I'm trying to think of more questions I have for you just so I understand it better, but I don't know. 1st and 10 was just the hardest thing for me to understand.
I
don't think so. I don't know. Ask me some more questions.
A football question. I don't know if I have any more.
It was so funny to me when I was considering switching teams, which I probably will, because the only reason I like the Cowboys is because LJ likes Cowboys. Like, I want to pick my own team based on Patrick Mahomes. So that's the team I like.
Based on Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, whatever team he's on is the team I like. That's how I'm picking.
So you like Patrick Mahomes, not the Chiefs?
Yeah, well, he's on the Chiefs, and you said that he probably won't ever be traded. So for that reason,
there's
I
people
like the
that
Chiefs.
are just there's people that are just fans of players and not necessarily teams.
Well, I'm a fan of
like there's people
his
that'll just
team.
follow certain players to
That's
each
what
team
I would
and
probably
buy
do.
their jerseys from whatever teams.
Well,
they're
I think
on.
I'll just like. Well, I don't know, because if I do go for the Chiefs and then for some reason he does get traded, then I won't like the Chiefs anymore.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I told LJ I'll give the Cowboys one more year to impress me, and then if they don't do good this season.
They did good last year. And the year before.
They did not get to the Super Bowl.
No.
Patrick Mahomes did, though.
Yeah, and he doesn't get to the Super Bowl every year.
I bet he will this year.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't go every year.
Well, we did look it up. We had some technical difficulties, but I think we're back on for a few minutes. But we're going to have to end this so I can figure out what's going on. But we figured out he is, in fact, 23.
He's 27. 27.
Hey, he's the same age as me. That's
27.
cute. Nice.
Not 23.
Whatever. You said he was 30.
They said he's almost as old as Dak, and I said Dak is 30.
Mm-hmm.
I did not say Patrick was 30. I said he's almost as old as Dak.
Mm-hmm.
So, now you're putting words in my mouth.
It keeps making loud noises. Anyways, that's all for today's podcast. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, we appreciate ya.
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to be editing this thing with that technical difficulty.
I'll figure it out. That's what editing is for. But thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in our next one.
Or let us know what we should talk about.
Leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. Topics. We'll cover anything. We're very knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. I'm just kidding.
I know everything.
But
about nothing.
We'll see you guys. Please don't. And clap. And we're done.